Wow.
It was an absolute oasis. It looked like people called it our little tropical paradise.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Once a safe haven,
Yeah, it was gorgeous.
quickly turned to devastation
There's a house here and a house there.
for Courtney Bonificini.
So yeah, we had the generators, and I just got Wi-Fi, and it's hooked up to the generators.
On January 7th, 2025, more than 6,000 homes and businesses in Altadena burned to the ground, including her childhood home.
And the house, I think it started about here. It's hard to even tell anymore.
Her mother bought the home back in 1965.
Yeah, the pool, it was so hot, so that tile was cracked by the fire.
Courtney inherited the home when she passed away.
This space holds a lot of meaning for you.
A lot, yeah.
She now spends half her time living in a trailer on the property.
Refrigerator, our bathroom, and this is the bedroom back here. I try to put a little Christmas wreath up.
But even with no home and nothing left,
Do you feel lucky?
I feel very blessed, very blessed. Yeah, I've never prayed more than I have in the past year. I go to God first, so that's brought me closer to Him this year, and that's not a bad thing.
I never even saw that house. Because there was trees back there, and
So the backyard looked this way?
Yeah.
yeah.
Courtney's longtime friend Brian Bacchus was renting a room in her home when the Eaton fire started, also losing everything.
The fire can't burn down our bond.
On this day, at a local restaurant spared by the fire,
So we're just letting people know that there's power in numbers.
they're leaning on each other for support.
My neighbor called me at 7, and she's like, the houses are gone. And I started hyperventilating. I'm like, no, like there's no way.
You ever imagine coming back, you built up a wood fire, like at the beach, at the bonfire, and when it's over, it's nothing but ash? Well, that was the whole town.
For Brian, it's hard not to forget 50 years of memories and what he considers LA County's best kept secret.
I love the fact, I'm trying to hold it back. I love the fact that everybody is coming together, and I met people I've never even met before.
That's exactly why LA Fire Justice is hosting events like this.
To make it easier for people to come in and get information on how we can service them.
A space for people to connect and ask questions.
So LA Fire Justice basically is a law firm that specializes in fire litigation.
LA Fire Justice also helping people affected by the Maui wildfires and the Paradise Fire in Northern California.
Sadly, most of these families did not have insurance. So we're just trying to find out what the needs are, because we know that through litigation, that's what's going to be that piece that's going to help them to be able to rebuild.
We're able to see the beginning of the fire at the base of transmission tower number 3, progressing to the other 2 towers, and then down the hillsides towards Altadena.
LA Fire Justice is suing Southern California Edison, holding the utility they believe started the fire accountable.
Our investigators are the ones that literally went up into the hills to find out where the fire actually started.
One of the biggest concerns now is the risk to the aging population and the Eaton Fire's generational impact on Altadena's Black community.
It's been here for about 150 years.
This tree in front of Robert Grant III's childhood home has been in Altadena for as long as his family has.
My family first was here starting in 1898.
The Grants are one of the first Black families to plant roots in Altadena.
We've had the opportunity to see all the different changes, good and bad, and I'm happy to still be here.
A generation of history.
We got an immediate taste of what it's like to have the mixing of different races and creeds and religions, and it's a beautiful thing.
Lost in the blink of an eye.
And then was this always the driveway here?
Always a driveway. Yeah, and again, my mother purchased it in '75.
I.S. Grant, a nurse, author, and mother of 4, left Robert the home when she died in 2021.
It's not just the idea that it's a piece of property that's gone, but you're taking a woman that you know, at one point we were on food stamps. A woman that would go from abject poverty to work 2-3 jobs increase her education from an LVN to an RN, and eventually be able to buy a house. That was everything that she struggled for. If my mother were here to see that, she'd die on that day. It would have killed her. So it's a pretty traumatic thing.
Despite the family's multi-generational loss,
Is there a plan to keep the home in the family?
Oh yeah,
or?
we will never give up this property.
they're still standing, strong, just like Altadena.
And we get 1,000 calls every week about, don't you want to consider this? Don't you want to say, we will never, with what my mother put into this dirt, we're going to make sure we protect it.